Anyway, chat, make sure that you're always keeping an eye on the likes of all the new skins that are being submitted. You can use micro522.com. I always usually have it in the links in my description. I normally have the website linked in the description for most YouTube videos, but basically, you know that weird... Did you notice a weird test skin that was in the workshop yesterday when I was doing my Rust rotation video? Well, it turns out it's become a real skin. It's a real skin, everybody. Yes, as you look over to here, we have a Rust Reborn Jackhammer drop. It's public. Everyone can see it right now. Looking very nice. It's going to be a Twitch drop, most likely for the Rust Base Invaders event that'll be kicking off on September 10. And there's plenty of people that are announced, so go ahead and look on the Twitch Rivals website itself. Very nice to see, and I'm pretty sure there'll be plenty more skins where that came from. I just don't know how many, because of course with the likes of Twitch Rivals, it only goes on for a while. Are the Twitch drops potentially going to drop for 2 days? Ooh, that might be a bit rough. you better be prepared, chat. That's the main thing. Right, so talking about the likes of the Rust rotation yesterday, thank you to everyone who watched it. I hope you enjoyed the showcase of skins. But of course, during the likes of this video, we had ourselves a bit of a problem, didn't we? The Abyss Bow. What was going on with that? And what has happened afterwards? So it is a little bit later. It's been like 30 minutes since we had the likes of the first 24 hours of sales. So if I go over to here, yeah, there we go. So that was last week. As you can see, I was making a big fuss about how there was low sales last week. And then with the likes of this week so far, it's a bit lower. Now, you can't see that perfectly, but let me tell you, the top selling skin with only 7,500 subscribers here, ooh, that's not good. And then the Abyss Hunting Bow. I am under the impression not everybody is fully aware that the Abyss Hunting Bow is actually in the Rust store right now. So let me just hop over to here so we can get like a better look, so you can, you know, say, oh no, don't start doing that to me. No. Right, what we'll do is we'll probably skip ahead and then we'll, yeah. Hunting Bow, you are a funny one. You are a funny one indeed. Been well past 24 hours now, or sort of. Yeah, right, it's been past 24. Kaoletta says, you could still buy Abyss Hunting Bow. Yeah. Not everybody seems to be fully aware. Well, you know, with this working now. Let's actually hop over to here. I believe we could treat this like a proper video. Right then, so, back to it, because earlier SCMM had a bit of a hiccup. The sales have gone up a little bit, but don't worry, it's still relatively close to what it was a little bit earlier. What I was trying to steer towards was the fact that, as you can see, these skins, not exactly selling insanely, but that's not too surprising. We've definitely had quite the yapping session to say, as we get closer and closer to the likes of September, we will now see the drop-off in player count. Kids will be going back to school, you know, potentially as early as next week, and less people playing the game, less demand for skins, lower skin prices. Simple as, but it also means less skins being bought in Rust stores. Now, as you can see, the likes of those Commander hoodie and pants and the tier 3 here, not selling too much. If they work out ever so nicely in the future, you know, gain some demand, ooh, that's going to look interesting. But as we scroll down over to here, Abyss Hunting Bow. Now, I was just looking at it just a minute ago. I still stand by the point of, I don't think everybody is fully aware that this is currently in the Rust store right now. It was a bit of a weird situation, and I'm going to try my best to explain it to the best of my ability. I've had to go put a tweet out earlier talking about this, so over here, yeah. Right, I will show this off to you in a bit as well. So, when they try to add in the Abyss Hunting Bow, or the Abyss Bow, there's already an Abyss Bow that already exists. It's the blue one that looks very nice and cool, paired with the likes of its crossbow. That was accepted back like 4 years ago. But because the names conflicted, it caused problems. So that's why initially, when the skins were accepted, which I did tweet out yesterday, and I guess I could quickly show that to you right now, we saw all the skins in the Rust store, but not the specific skin that was the Abyss Hunting Bow. And I made a point about that. I've even got that German guy sitting here saying, it was a naming error, should be fixed and available now, which, you know, it is. Cool. So, what is going on now when you look at the likes of the Steam market and you see that we have this? I will try my best to explain the situation, but you're going to walk away realizing that maybe buying the Abyss Hunting Bow is like a win-win situation. Let me reiterate, The Abyss Hunting Bow, first 24 hours of sales, only 2,600 subscribers. It's only $2. You can buy this straight from the Rust store right now for $2. You can see right there. Very nice, very cool. But as we go over to these 2 pages, one of these was the original Abyss Hunting Bow. Now, as you can see, this has listings. The cheapest one's about $5, and the bars are going all the way up to above $3. But as I scroll down, look at the history. This is the original Abyss Hunting Bow. We've had sales ever since June 2020. Have I made my point? So that would mean, with the likes of the second page, the second link, we have a brand new page for Abyss Hunting Bow. And as you can see, it's only had a few sales because, technically speaking, this has only been produced as of like yesterday. Okay, so what's the point you're trying to get across, Hedge? The barders are going all the way up to $6. Okay, and, well, when you see barders like this, $3.30 with 50 quantity, you should realise now that if you were to buy a few Abyss Hunting Bows right now, you could either, when they become marketable, sell to either this one with barders going above $2 easily, or this one with barders going above $2. For what will happen is the Abyss Hunting Bow will take place, or rather take over, either of these pages. Both of them have the image of the original hunting bow, the original Abyss Bow, but the brand new Abyss Bow will take over one of these pages. And how do I know that? Because it happened literally 3 months ago. Yes, we had the Snakebite issue. So originally, we had a Snakebite SAR. Cool. Alright, this came out how long ago again? Let's just remind myself. Oh, I can't, because there was a weird shuffle where this ended up becoming the new thing to buy order. This actually came out like 5 years ago, if I can remember. I know that because as I go over to here, to the newer Snakebite SAR, you know, part of the Snakebite collection, which has the likes of the sleeping bag and the bowskin, as I scroll down, you'll see that this has buy orders, or rather sales, ever since 2018. What happened with the likes of this is the newer skin just took over from the old one. So it already had a whole bunch of buy orders, and it's actually gone down since then. Ooh. So that means the older skin actually became the new thing to buy order, funny enough. Yeah. So basically, these SARs both had the same name, but the newer one took over from the old one. Yeah. So what will happen with the likes of this type of situation? Either way, you're looking at a potential instant profit. Yep. And better yet, it's not selling that much. I am having doubts it's going to reach 10,000 subscribers. You know, you could compare this to the likes of the previous Abyss weapon skins and whatnot. And, you know, the AK did like 13,000 subscribers. The SAR skin did about 17,000 subscribers. I can see this working out quite reliably nicely. Very well. So, as I just said a little bit earlier, it kind of looks like a win-win type of situation. It really does look like you could just jump in and buy some Abyss Hunting Bows. Maybe not all the skins get immediately dumped onto the highest buy orders. Maybe it just carries itself ever so nicely. Maybe it instantly becomes like $7 or $5 or $3. Who knows? But it's going to be an instant profit, technically speaking. So if it doesn't sell too much, if it does get that great start, Abyss Bows look to be a very interesting potential investment. It's up to you if you want to proceed with this information. Cool? So, I've given you all the details. How are you going to approach that now? We technically can't do abnormal buy orders because there's technically already buy orders. So this is the newer one. Please take note. If you look at the URL, Abyss Bow, and then we have Abyss Hunting Bow. I am led to believe this is going to be the one that it takes over. So, with the barders looking like that, what are you going to consider? How are you going to approach this? Understood? All good? Should I buy the pants and hoodie? Is it good for an investment? As of now, Relic, those as well do look to be in a very interesting spot. Oh dear. Well, do you know what? We've already kind of talked about that. But basically, with the amount of sales that we see with the likes of all these skins here, it's so little that if you look at this more in the long term, if we do get those continuations, more specifically for the likes of Commando, if we see the likes of Tier 2, boots and gloves, we're going to expect spikes in demand, spikes in price, much like how yesterday, when we got the hoodie and pants, well, this went all the way back up to its Rust store price. It suffered for quite a long time because for an entire month, we did not see anything going on with this. The skin creator did put out tier 2, but it wasn't accepted. People were like, oh no, it's the end of the world. Oh dear, we're never going to get a sequel. Oh no, no continuations ever. But we did. So it spikes. So, Relic, if you're looking at the hoodie and pants, I'm going to sit there and say, with it not doing that many sales, so I've just got to remind myself because I can't look at SCMM at the moment, that did, after 24 hours of sales, 6,500 subscribers rounded up. Is there anything we could relate to the likes of the previous week? We could probably look at maybe the Redemption Python. This would lead me to believe that the Commando hoodie and pants, they're probably going to do maybe around, I don't know, 14 to 16,000 subscribers, which would be just a little bit less compared to the tier 3 armor, but it aligns and matches up very reasonably. So as long as this Commando set remains fairly in demand, you can only assume that it's going to be doing a decent job of retaining its value. But let's also consider this, Mr. Relic. How many other blackout alternative options are there? Legacy Kevlar, Pirate Collection, Dragon Rage, Black Gold, Training Collection. Oh, there you go. There's 5 already. And now we have this one. And Black Diamond. Oh, and I'm still in the belief that this weekend we'll probably see some more Black Diamond clothing and armor skins. I'm pretty sure the skin creator is well aware that most of the skins that have been accepted somewhat recently have been early picks. Like all of these skins, except the tier 3 armor, I believe, all of them, this and this as well, they've all been early picks. Last week's Rush Store, all of them except 2 skins were early picks. The week before that, all the skins except 1 was early picks. And the week before that, all the skins except 1 was early picks. I'm pretty sure the Black Diamond skin creator is aware of that. I'm pretty sure they're going to be rolling out their tier 2 or hoodie and pants or boots and gloves this weekend. And yeah, maybe that drops off in price. So it's all up in the air, but the best you can do is, of course, keep an eye on the workshop. And as I said a little bit earlier, hey, cool, a new Twitch drop. Let's see what becomes of this and let's see what else, is going to appear. And when I am well aware of what all the Twitch drops are, for sure I'll be showcasing them off, right? So keep an eye out and let's see what, appears. You can also use micro522.com, which will be linked in the description of this video, and you can just click date submitted once and you'll see all the newest skins in order, hover over the titles, and you'll get a quick preview of all the skins. So now we sit here and wait for continuations. For continuations are what helps keep interest and, of course, causes spikes demand, spikes in price. Anticipation, I guess we could call this. Yes. And if you're wondering, well, if everybody's going to be leaving over the course of the next few months, is there going to be anything that's going to kind of want to get people wanting to jump back in? Well, at the very beginning of this year, with the proposed roadmap, Facepunch basically said, we do intend to release a brand new biome this year. And just today, what do we see? Yeah. It looks like Jungle Ruins, which appears to be a brand new monument for where? I wonder. Looks like that's currently underway in the process of being built. So the level design seems to be reaching the next level. Radtown Redux, that took a while, but it took like 4 months. And if you can go quite a fair bit back from the likes of here, in about maybe 2-3 months from now, I think we're going to have Jungle Ruins in the game. But where does it go? The forest? The desert? The Arctic area? Or maybe, just maybe, along with all those other mentions of the likes of snakes, panthers, tigers, crocodiles, a blowpipe? Where in the world do people use blowpipes? Maybe, just maybe, we might be getting that jungle biome. Now, nothing official has been said, but with all these things alluding to it, I'm pretty sure at the end of this year, we'll be seeing the likes of the jungle biome being added. Alright? Watch it be something like on the moon or whatever, but we don't know. But everything's lining up perfectly. Nothing official. Alright? Nothing official has been said yet, but we'll see. Cool. Silent hunting. Yeah, no, I look forward to it. Imagine if it doesn't do any damage, but it like stuns people. And then you can handcuff them. Oh, that'll be fun. So, like, it's primitive, but whilst it might not be able to do a ton of damage, it could still stun people, and then you can do whatever you want to them. Well, you know, handcuffs and... anyway. It'd be fun for roleplay. Okay, anyway, just moving on. So anyway, unfortunately, this has been a bit awkward, but I hope I've spilled a lot of information into your brains, and yeah, it's up to you now. Does that interest you? And does everything else here interest you? Because please be aware, right, the demand for skins is going to drop off. All of these can still suffer, you know? It's expected to reach its worst around October time. It might be the beginning of the month, it might be the end of the month, but at some point, most skins will reach their lowest price point for the year at some point in October, and from then on, it can only keep going up as we steer towards the likes of January. For January time is post-Christmas, and that's when people have Christmas money. That is when people usually have some time off still, and yeah, it's just a perfect time to jump in and play some Rust. What, sit around with the family? Nah, I'm going to go shoot people in the jungle. Or pet the kiddies in the jungle. Yeah, alright, cool. So, yeah, lots of interesting things on the horizon. But, yeah, we've basically said all we needed to say for the Abyss hunting bow. So, I believe it's taking over this one, and it's looking like you could potentially make some pretty good profit. Now, if you're one of the people here, listen, if you're one of the people here with a listing here, just sell to the highest buy order now. Grab that whilst you can, because they're not gonna be around for long. No, they're not. People might think this is glitched, but it will basically transfer over to the new bow. That is the expectation. But, yeah, I'm expecting that to happen. So, just because it's expected to happen doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen. But, yeah. So, and go put down some barders if you want, because, loads of people already have. Now, you see this here? I'm pretty sure someone just put down, like, a ridiculous barder quantity at 3 pennies. So, don't assume there's a ridiculous amount of people chasing after this. It's just someone trying to manipulate you. Okay, cool. So, double thumbs up. Best of luck to the likes of you. Enjoy yourselves, and let's look forward to the September 4 swipe. Let's look forward to what's actually being added to the game, and let's see if we do get complete the sets. I'm pretty sure it's going to be week 2 and week 3, based on what we've seen in the past.